Yo, what's up guys? This video marks episode 4 of the Nothing to Something series. Last episode we ended up with 20k value, which was like 2 weeks ago. Sorry for the random disappearance, by the way. But anyway, in this video we make it all the way to 31k value. Make sure to watch until the end to see the results. And if you haven't already, make sure you like and subscribe. Let's see if we can get 100 likes in this video. That would be a pretty cool goal to get to. Oh yeah, and one last thing. You guys absolutely destroyed last video with it getting over 7k views and 300 likes, which is just insane. Thank you for all the support, and let's just get straight on with the video. To start off this episode, I advertised my inventory on Discord, and I managed to pull off some deals such as this ink Pujin for 5.5k mush. I then got this deal where I managed to trade off my Cavo for 2k overpay, which if you ask me is a pretty huge win. And then right after that, I get a 3k overpay on Ulium. Assuming that Ulium is a bad demand item as well, this is a flipping huge win. Again, I then do some sales such as this one creature I cannot pronounce for 1k mush, as well as this massive purchase where I got this Luxus for 10k mush, which is kind of a fair trade in my opinion. We then do some more sales after that where I managed to get some of my new creatures that I got for some mush. I did this trade because all of the creatures I had are bad demand, and then I sell off some more creatures for even more mush, which then totaled out to be around 20k mush. This was by the same guy, by the way. That's why I had to do 2 different trades. I'm not encouraging double trading, by the way. I found this guy who really wanted a dragon species for all of his inventory, but since I really felt bad for doing this, since he was literally paying like 1000 mush for security, I tried to even it out a little bit more by giving him some more creatures, but yeah, I still scammed him in the end. So if you're watching this video right now, I am deeply sorry. I really didn't want to scam you. Moving on from that incident, I managed to sell some more creatures, including this Felicio for 650, this Gramos for 75 mush, and this Showerrook for 200. Moving on to creatures that I bought, I also bought this Mealark for 2k mush, which I think usually goes for 2 to 3k, so it's a fair trade. I also spent 2k mush to get a strat and a bunch of plushies as well. Looking at values, I managed to win a lot from this trade, so that's a huge win. And I also bought this Helium Warden for 10k mush. This is a fair trade as Helium Warden usually goes for 10 to 11k mush normally. But since it is a Warden, it usually does get overpaid, so I'm going to try and look for an overpay for this one. I managed to make my 2k back by selling the Frost Dragon and Icebreaker for 2k mush. Despite me selling them for the low end price, I still say this is a fair trade regardless. In this trade I managed to snipe a Fairycris for 800 mush, which is really good as Fairycris usually goes for 1 to 2k, meaning I make a small win here. In this trade I trade off my Flame Rare for a strat. I believe this is definitely a win in demand, but I don't know how much in value though. Regardless, I still really like this trade. As always, we're always going to be trading off max growth tokens in my videos. But yeah, this pretty much explains itself. I also managed to snipe this Gartokus for 4k mush, which means I win 1k in this trade. It shouldn't be too hard to trade off as it's got really high demand. This is the most interesting trade I probably had. By default, I'm already making my money back from this, but at the same time, these are going to be pretty hard to trade off as they're really low demand. But regardless, I still win quite a bit here. Not long after, I managed to trade off my Gartokus for 5k mush. To be fair, I probably could have made more here, but I still made some profit. And lastly, I managed to trade off another It's Jewel for 1k mush, which honestly I'm pretty happy about. I don't even remember where I got it from though. Anyway, that concludes this episode, and this is where my inventory is at right now. Comparing it to the inventory in episode 3, it is definitely a lot different. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't already, make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.